Everyone loves the smell of a new car, right? But here's the punchline. That new car smell is probably the most expensive air freshener you'll ever buy. The allure of that fresh from the factory scent is undeniable, but it comes with a hefty price tag. It's like splurging on an overpriced candle that burns out in a week. So before you get swept up in the intoxicating aroma of a new ride, consider this. Now, if you're still not convinced that new car smell isn't worth your hard-earned cash, here are the top 10 reasons to hold on to your car a little longer. At number 10, we have the almighty dollar, or should we say the thousands of almighty dollars you'll save. When it comes to keeping your car longer, the cash savings can be significant. For starters, think of those reduced insurance rates. As your car ages, its value decreases, which often means lower insurance costs. Now, isn't that a breath of fresh air? But wait, there's more. Ever noticed how registration fees tend to drop as your car gets older? That's because many regions base these fees on the car's value. So the older your car, the less you shell out on registration. It's like a surprise discount that keeps on giving. And let's not forget the most obvious savings. Avoiding the hefty price tag of a new car. That's a lot of green you're keeping in your pocket. So if you fancy keeping those greenbacks in your pocket, holding onto your car longer might just be the ticket. Coming in at number 9, we've got Mother Nature herself. Now, she doesn't have a car, but if she did, you can bet she'd keep it for a while. You see, manufacturing a new car isn't just about shiny paint and that new car smell. It's an energy-intensive process that also generates a hefty amount of waste. For instance, did you know that making a single car can consume the equivalent energy of roughly 1,000 gallons of gasoline? Not to mention the tons of raw materials that go into it, from steel and aluminium to plastic and rubber. And let's not forget about the environmental impacts of disposing old cars. By keeping your car for a longer period, you're not just reducing the demand for new cars, but also minimizing waste and energy consumption. So, if you're a fan of green in more ways than one, hanging onto your car is a great way to show it. At number 8, we're getting sentimental. It's all about the bond between man and machine. Sure, new cars have their appeal, the smell, the shine, the promise of untouched miles. But let's take a moment to appreciate the deep emotional connection many of us share with our trusty steeds. That old car of yours has been with you through thick and thin. It's seen your best days, your worst days, and everything in between. It's been part of your life's journey, a silent observer carrying you along the road of life. This bond, this relationship, is something that enhances the overall driving experience. It's an intangible thing, but it's real. It's in the faded paint, the worn-out seats, and the familiar hum of the engine. So before you're swayed by the allure of the new, remember, true love isn't found in a shiny new model. It's in the miles you've shared together. Number 7 is about familiarity. Or as the saying goes, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Now, let's delve into this a tad more. You know your car. You know every rattle, every hum, every hiccup it's ever had. You've been through thick and thin together, and you know how it behaves in every situation. You know when it needs a little extra TLC and when it's just being a drama queen. Now, imagine trading all that history and understanding for a shiny new set of wheels. Sure, it looks great, but what about those hidden gremlins lurking under the hood? The ones that only reveal themselves 6 months down the line. That's a whole new set of unknowns you're signing up for. So if you're not a fan of surprises, sticking with your trusty steed might just be your best bet. Number 6 is for all you DIY enthusiasts out there. Imagine this. You've got your sleeves rolled up, tools in hand, and you're about to dive under the hood of your car. There's something incredibly satisfying about being able to identify a problem, find a solution, and then implement it yourself. It's a thrill that new car owners often miss out on. Now, we're not saying you should become a full-fledged mechanic overnight, but learning to do minor car repairs and maintenance can save you a pretty penny. Think about it. Changing your own oil, replacing brake pads, or even switching out a faulty battery. These are all tasks that can be done with a bit of time, patience, and of course the right YouTube tutorial. And the best part? You get to know your car inside and out. You understand its quirks and nuances, making it less of a machine and more of a trusty steed. Who knew that holding onto your car could turn you into a bona fide grease monkey? Halfway through our list at number 5, we're talking about the dreaded D word, depreciation. It's like a game of hot potato where you're always left holding the spud. Here's the deal: cars, especially new ones, lose value over time. It's a fact as sure as the sun rising in the east. The moment you drive a brand new car off the lot, its value plummets faster than a lead balloon. In fact, a new car can lose a significant portion of its value in the first year alone. It's like watching money evaporate right before your eyes. Now consider this: a car is not an investment, it's a tool, a means to an end. So when you hang on to your current car a little longer, you're dodging that initial depreciation hit. So if you're not keen on playing the depreciation game, keeping your car longer might be the winning move. At number 4, we're looking at reliability, because who needs a car that leaves you stranded? Now let's talk about trust. Trust between a man and his machine. You see, many of the modern cars are built like a marathon runner. They are designed to go the distance and remain reliable for a long, long time. That's right, today's cars are not those flimsy tin cans of yesteryears that would cough and splutter at the first sight of a hill. We're talking about cars that can clock hundreds of thousands of miles without batting a headlight. The engines are more durable, the bodywork is more resilient, and the overall build quality has improved dramatically. They're like that trusty old hound, always by your side, always ready to go. So if you're looking for a ride that's in it for the long haul, your current car might have more life in it than you think. Number 3 is all about insurance and how much of it you won't be paying. Let's dive into this often overlooked benefit of hanging onto your car a little longer. You see, insurance rates have a peculiar relationship with your car's age. As your car celebrates more birthdays, your insurance rates tend to throw a party of their own by taking a nosedive. It's a simple principle, really. Older cars are generally cheaper to replace, and hence cheaper to insure. So every year you hold on to that trusty ride of yours, you're potentially saving yourself a nice chunk of change on insurance. That's money you could be throwing at a fancy dinner, a spontaneous road trip, or hey, even a new sound system for your old but gold vehicle. So if you'd rather spend your money on literally anything else, hanging on to your car might be the key. Coming in at number 2, we're talking about comfort. And no, we don't just mean how cushy your seats are. You see, comfort goes beyond the physical aspect. It's about that sense of familiarity, that feeling of knowing your car like the back of your hand. Your car, its quirks and features, they're like an old friend. You know exactly how it handles on a rainy day or how it purrs on a long drive. You know how to maneuver it in tight parking spots, and you've mastered the art of navigating it through rush hour traffic. This intimate knowledge isn't something you can get overnight with a new car. Familiarity breeds comfort. And comfort? Well, it leads to safer driving. You're more alert, more in control, and less likely to get into accidents. So don't underestimate the power of being in your comfort zone when it comes to your car. Remember, comfort isn't just about luxury, it's about safety and peace of mind too. And finally, at number 1, we're talking about the freedom of ownership. Yes, you heard it right, folks. There's nothing quite like the liberating feeling of owning your car outright. No more monthly payments, no more interest rates, no more feeling like you're perpetually renting a vehicle that you can't truly call your own. It's your car, your rules. When you own your car, the world is your highway. Want to customize your car? Go ahead, it's yours. Feel like going on a spontaneous road trip? No mileage restrictions here. The freedom of owning your car means you can live your life in the fast lane, no strings attached. And let's not forget about the peace of mind that comes with ownership. Knowing that your car is wholly yours can provide a sense of stability and security that's hard to beat. So, if freedom is your aim, holding on to your car might be the path to achieving it. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 reasons to hang on to your car a little longer. From keeping the green in your pocket and reducing environmental impact, to the thrill of DIY and the comfort zone of your own vehicle, it's clear that holding on to your car has significant financial, emotional, and practical benefits. Remember, the next time you're lured by that new car smell, think about the sweet scent of savings, comfort, and freedom instead. Until next time, keep those engines purring.